Searching the library databases for articles isn't very difficult, but the hardest part is figuring out where to look. I've already logged into Atlas and clicked Search the Library, and that's brought me here to the library catalog. A lot of times students use this default search here to look for articles. You can see under Limit To there's an option. But this is not the best place to go for psychology. The catalog search doesn't really allow you to limit the databases that you're using to find those that are most helpful for psychology topics, and it also doesn't allow you to regulate the level of content that you're coming back with as results. So, for example, some of your assignments might require something a little more basic, and then other assignments, or usually research papers, may require you to find information that's a little more technical or professional. So the best thing to do is to go into databases individually and do a few searches at a time. You can do that by clicking either Databases A to Z or Databases by Subject. Databases A to Z is a great place to go if you already know the name of the database that you're looking for. And you can see below this video I've given you a short little list there. If you're not sure what database can be most helpful to you, I would suggest clicking Databases by Subject. This will group the databases up into smaller categories that can be the most helpful to you. Health and medicine will apply most to psychology overall. You can see there's a link for the DSM. A little farther down you'll see psych articles and psychology collection. Even a database like CINAHL, which is really meant for medical use and healthcare, still has topics related to psychology in their journal collections. Once you find the database that you think will be most helpful to you, you can just click on its name and the database will open in a new window. You should expect to spend a bit of time doing your research. Don't think that you can go to one database, do one search, and find everything you need. You may want to change around your keywords a little bit, try a few different searches in each database. So if we went here to psych articles and we did 2 or 3 searches and weren't very happy with what we found, we could go back out to the subject list and then try a new database. So maybe we'll try the psychology collection database. Once that loads, I might want to do the same 3 or 4 searches that I just tried in psych articles. You can think of databases like magazine collections. Journals are a little more academic than magazines, but it's a good example and something that people are familiar with. So each magazine is filled with articles that come out every month or every few months, and the database collects all of those issues every single time they're published. So for the database, each one will have different collections of journals and journal articles. So that's why it helps sometimes to visit multiple places. I specifically mentioned the health and medicine category because that's where you'll find psychology topics, but the sciences category may be helpful if you're talking about the actual brain. Social sciences can be helpful if you're talking about topics related to mental health, so criminal justice or possibly databases that have to do with different races or demographics. Or the general category, which just has a little bit of everything.